Hey all, thank you for joining my channel, watching this video. Um, Got a little bit of personal gripe, to say the least. I was watching something, I don't remember what I was watching. Oh, I was watching on True TV Tacoma FD. Pretty funny show, but I'll talk about that in one of my later reviews about the show itself. Anyways, commercial came on. Warby Parker. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I really didn't care, didn't pay too much attention. But they said, you know, frames and lenses, $99, cheaper than all other, pretty much, opticals, basically, or eyeglass stores, whatever you want to call them. And I'm like, that's not entirely true. That is not entirely true. And I'll tell you this: these glasses, by the way, disclaimer, these are Warby Parkers. I bought these about maybe 3 years ago, I would say, 2 to 3 years ago, something like that along those lines. And Warby Parker had those whole things were like $99 for frames, and with the lenses as well too. What they don't tell you is yeah, the frames are going to be $99, but then there's taxes. And the other thing is the lenses with the lenses is not going to be $99. It's going to be close to $200. I paid literally $220 for these, and these are like lenses with with the frames. The frames themselves, yeah, it was $99, but the lenses, not so much. And I'm like, what the heck? And the other thing is, these lenses, those blue light lenses were already out way back when. These lenses, not so much. And I'm like, I paid $200, some odd 200 some odd dollars for these glasses, and I'm like, okay, what's so special about them? I'm like, the frames are okay, but the lenses not so much. And I'm like, and of course, I granted it comes down to the fact of like the prescription size and like if they're real your prescription is really high. If you want the lenses to be much thinner, like as you can see here, I mean it's not as thin per se, but it is thin enough that like if I didn't get it thinned, it would have been like like Coke bottle glasses practically. Um, so I was like, okay, they gotta put that in the disclaimer. They don't put that in anywhere basically. And I was like wondering, I was like, what's going on? I'm like, I need $99. And mind you, I actually went to Warby Parker store. I didn't do the whole mail order thing. So that's one of the things I'd say was good, but at the same time bad. Well, I can't say this. I was trying out their sunglasses for sunglasses, anyways, prescription sunglasses, and those. At least when I tried them out, I had 5 different pictures. Showed them to my then fiance, now wife. He's like, "What do you think?" And she's like, she wasn't too keen on them. I'm like, "All right, fine." Returned them, and I completely forgot to buy them at that point. But in any case, um, Warby Parkers are not entirely true. Now Zennies, I did buy Zennies. If you've seen the commercials with whatever her name is, something Rashid, Alicia Rashid or something like that. I forgot her name. Who's the spokesperson for them? Those actually were accurate. Those were like $99. I actually did the mail order for them, and I was somewhat satisfied with them. The frames, as well as the lenses, pretty impressive. About the same quality as my Warby's. Maybe a little bit cheaper, but I can say this though. The one thing though that I do miss out on was I never got a chance to try on these frames. They didn't do a mail order frame try-on. That's one of the things I kind of missed out on. I wish I could have done that. But the lenses with the frames, it was about $110, to put it that way. Now, I can't say I'm totally pleased with the frames because the thing is, those frames, they're kind of loose to the point of like they come out like sometimes they'll just fall right out every now and then. Of course, I might have to tighten them out a little bit or something like that, but it's one of those things where I wish they'd given me the ability to try out these lenses, or not lenses, try out these glasses, the frames themselves at least, like the way Warby Parker does. But I'll say this: at least with these, with the Lennies, they were as advertised in a ways compared to the Warby Parkers, not so much. So, if if I were to give you a choice, I would say go with Zennies. Now, I'm not saying that it's not something that they're paying me for, but honestly, the quality. If Zennies allow, if I don't know if they do it now, but if they do, if Zennies allowed you to try on these frames before buying them, then I would say Zennies because at least their prices are accurate compared to Warby Parker's. They'll say it's this and this, but in reality, It's not so much so. And plus, the other factor is this too with Warby Parker, a little bit of shadiness, I want to say, with their financing and such, or the financials and such. Basically, it's like more of the things where, yeah, did I have the opportunity to work for them? Yeah, and I said, nah, I didn't entirely trust them. Now, yeah, granted, when they went public, I was like, that's a thing I really goofed on. But at the same time, I'm looking back and I'm like, maybe not so, because a lot of people that I know that came out of that, out of engineers, developers, software engineers, weren't too happy about the environment. They thought the environment was a little toxic, similar to the luggage company. They came out of there like there were two employees that were Warby Parkers, and they went and did I think Away. That's it, Away. And the Away CEOs were like not so much great. They were toxic, and I think they took away from Warby Parker that same toxicity environment that they worked at and brought it to Away basically. So like I said, I've heard stories, I've heard rumors. I can't say this for a fact because I've never worked for Warby Parker. I'm only hearing things. I mean, maybe you look on Glassdoor, but that's the other thing. You got to be careful about Glassdoor as well too. I'll actually do another review, or not a review, but another talk video about Glassdoors. But in any case, just do your diligence. Do your due diligence, of course, when you're looking to join a company, especially Warby Parker. I'm not saying not to go there, but things might have changed considerably now after the pandemic. But I don't know. I mean, I'm still hearing some stuff here and there, some rumors. So uh, it's take it with a air of caution. Put it that way. Um, but in any case, yeah, like that was one of the things that made me a little irate when I saw the video, the commercial. I'm like, that's not it. It was frames with uh, lenses up to $99, or just with well, they said the frames were $99, and then with the frames could be just as cheap as up to $99 or even less. And I'm like, that's not really saving money then at that point. Really, it's like you're paying an exorbitant amount of for the frames themselves at these other optical stores where I forgot the owner of these. It's one owner basically. It has practically a monopoly on it. Um, I know it's an Italian company too. Give me a second. Well, now Luxottica. Um, Del Vecchio, basically. Um, Now it's Luxottica. Sorry, I think it's Luxottica now, right? Do, 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 do. Yeah, I think it's Luxottica. The Luxottica group owns quite a large percentage of eyeglasses, specifically. Of course, like and like sort of raised the prices a little bit, kind of created a monopoly on that. And then, of course, what happened was Warby Parker saw this, it shouldn't cost that much for these frames, and they realized it's not. I mean, honestly, these are. I will say this: the frames are pretty good. The frames are pretty good. The lenses, there's some, then some, basically. I mean, honestly, if I had a choice, I would have chosen blue lining. Probably now they provide it. The Zennies did provide me blue lights lenses as well as my view glasses. By the way, I should say, like, you should be careful when you're buying smart glasses as well too. Like, when it comes to smart glasses, you got to be very careful about them as well too. But with these, it's again, I'm not denouncing Warby Parkers. I mean, the quality at least is good. I'll say that the quality is still good. I mean, like I said, for a good 3 years now, 2 to 3 years, I've had no issues with these. So will I probably get some new ones? I don't know. I've asked my wife, hey, maybe time to get some new glasses. She says, no, I don't want to get new glasses. She prefers them from Costco for whatever reason. I don't know why, but Costco glasses, of course, are cheaper too. But the lenses themselves might not be so much as we would see. But anyways, with that, I'll just leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section as far as like, do you guys believe Warby Parker is better when it comes to pricing compared to Zennies and I guess Wise Guys or Wise Eyes and Costco's out there as well as Sam's Club, or do you think like it's a rip off in a ways as well too? Specifically, like it's not always accurate that they are $99. Uh, Depending on the glass type of glasses, it's not $99 as well as the fact with the lenses themselves too, that it could go up to $300 basically. Have you ever experienced that? Do you guys prefer Zennies over these, or like I said, all the other opticals out there, optical glass stores out there, or whatever it may be? Again, let me know your thoughts, and in the comment section, I do read all my comments when I get notified about them, and I also do respond to them when they warrant a response, of course, as well too. But with that, I'll leave it at that. And I want to say thank you for all those who are subscribed, and for those who haven't. If you like my channel, like my videos, like my content, please subscribe. And with that, I'll leave it at that. In this situation, it's unfiltered, unedited, and of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.